Oh man, I slept in my makeup. Cool. Good morning. I have this camera balanced on a coffee tin, 2 formula containers, and a cutting board. It's pretty good. It's pretty level. So, all right. Happy about it. Got my coffee. I slept in for like an hour. We were up late finishing Better Call Saul. No spoilers. Couldn't have asked for a better ending. Fantastic show. So happy. Just so happy. So we stayed up late watching that. So slept in a little bit, still pretty tired. Just finished feeding final baby, 5-month-old baby. I don't know why I started doing it that way. With my other kids, I would do what's called a dream feed. They go to bed and then a couple hours later before you go to bed, you feed them a little bit more while they're like still asleep, right? So that they'll sleep a little bit longer so you can get a little bit more sleep. But I don't do that with this one. I don't do a dream feed. Well, I do a dream feed, but in the morning instead of at night. So I get up about 6:30 usually, and then we'll feed them a bottle, get them up and change them. And it's so cute because now when I get them up, sometimes they're already awake, but usually not. I get them up and they're just so happy and feed them their bottle and then hold them so they can burp. And they're just like so happy. And then I put them in the crib and they're like, okay, I'll go back to sleep. And then they sleep for another 2, sometimes 3 hours, which is nice. So yeah, they normally don't nap as much during the day, usually in the early afternoon, maybe for like an hour. And then I try to set it for when I'm going to make dinner. So around like 4:30, I'll put them down again and hopefully they'll sleep for like at least 30 minutes. Doesn't always work that way. Having my coffee with just some Silk soy, unsweetened soy milk, the stuff in the green container. And then I'll have one of these, one of the Nugo Slim chocolate mint bars. Hadn't had these in a while. They had a sale, I think for Black Friday. Patron let me know. Buy 5 boxes, 25% off, something like that. Actually, I would have found out anyway because I'm on their mailing list because of course I am. But yeah, that was really nice. Someone to let me know. I'm trying not to do protein bars every day anymore. I'm going to try to do it just like into the year when there's a big sale. I'll buy a bunch and that's going to be my lot for the year, right? Because it's so expensive, man. Haven't been working out because I can't work full days in a day. Like I can't do a full 8 hours. The max I can do maybe 6, but even that is really rough on my back. And I did that a bunch of days in a row or over, a few weeks. And yeah, my back doesn't like it. So I had to just stop working out and just focusing on walking, taking the kids to the playground. I roll the stroller around with baby. Feeling a lot better now. Still gonna wait to start lifting anything or even doing any other cardio moves than just like walking and sidestepping. It's amazing that I was just constantly like this. Well, worse than I am right now. I'm okay right now. But just constantly in pain, just all the time for years. That was just normal. And now, no, it's not normal. I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to fix it because it is so nice to not have constant back pain and to be able to do things, and not have to lay on a heating pad at night, do stuff with the kids instead of sometimes being like, I can't do that, my back, like that sucks. I know what to do to fix it now. So yeah, got over here on the counter. The kids haven't even asked about it. They're so funny sometimes. I never know what to expect with them. Sometimes I'm sure they're going to ask about something or do something and they don't. I've got a bag full of their stuff for their stockings, actually. They're awake now. Not that they can hear me. So it's got some candy and stuff and then also some craft, like crayons. And I got some window markers. They make window markers. Oh man, they're going to flip. Isn't that so cute? Fun Dip. I haven't had Fun Dip in a million years. Lick-Aid, is that the brand? But yeah, it's vegan, unsurprisingly. It's just the powdery stuff that you stick the chalky stick thing into. Partner's actually never had Fun Dip. I had to explain to him what it is. I was like, it's like a grosser pixie stick. Ah, yeah, fantastic. I'm definitely going to be eating some of this. I got them both one. So that was nice because usually any of the Christmassy stuff like this, it's like, Hershey's, it's all the non-vegan stuff. So it was nice to find one that was actually vegan. And got Dum Dums for my oldest, for my 6-year-old. They really hated a lot of the Halloween candy. It's so funny. They are so picky now. And so much like my brother, they really like the Dum Dums, specifically the like blue one. What is it? Blue raspberry or cotton candy. They like those type types of flavors, which my brother did as well. That always grossed me out. He would always get like, ew, when we go to Baskin Robbins, he would get this watermelon and again, like a blue raspberry. He would get both of those together. Oh! And then I got the delicious bubble gum, which isn't gross at all. If they ever veganize that stuff, it's over. It's over for me. But yeah, got the bag of Dum Dums, gonna sift through and find all those. Oh, the butterscotch, I think they like that too. So I'll make sure that they have all the ones they want. I'm excited, as you can probably tell. Gotta wrap their stuff. They're gonna get some, oh man, we got some fun stuff. I love Christmas. I love it. I love listening to my Christmas playlist while I'm cooking. Mostly old, oh god, yeah, nothing new. I guess the newest thing would be Mariah Carey. Do like that song. But it's mostly Nat King Cole and Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, Carpenters. That is my favorite. Is it? I think that is my favorite Christmas song. I love it so much. She had such a good voice. Not to say there isn't good, like, newer Christmas music. I'm sure there's some really good newer stuff, but as I've said before, I don't listen to newer stuff. I just listen to the same stuff over and over again. The same stuff I've been listening to for like 20 years. It's just too hard to find new music that I actually like. Mostly because I don't know why I like certain things. So I can't search, and anytime I try to do like, you know, I like Modest Mouse, and so I'll listen to the Modest Mouse radio, but I hate everything else on the Modest Mouse radio. I'll do Björk, hate everything else. Radiohead, oh, trash. Mars Volta, which is super not helpful because I only like Deloused. That's the only album of theirs I ever liked, so yeah, just, man. Even if I wanted to find new music, I don't know how. I don't know how I would. I used to use Last FM, and that actually helped me find a lot of stuff. I don't know why. I ended up finding a lot of music that I really like, so maybe I should start using Last FM again if it's still around. But really the best times were the Napster and Kazaa times. I would come home from school and spend hours downloading music on Kazaa. I don't think I ever actually used Napster, but man, it would take so long. And I would just download just all these just random indie bands that I'd never heard of because my sister had given me the Get Up Kids. It was the Get Up Kids album. The one with the robots on it, I think. I forgot what that's called, but I still have a soft spot for the Get Up Kids. I was like, whoa, I've never heard anything like this on the radio. Is there like other music that's not on the radio? It was just perfect timing with all the pirated music and shit. So yeah, found out about Kazaa, downloaded it, and just found so many bands that way. It was fantastic. Anyway, I gotta go get the kids up, have a shower, get to work. Oh, no, my middle one, I have a middle kid now. Holy shit. My 3-year-old wants to do some of their workbook today, their preschool workbook. We finished their other one. They have a new one, so they're very excited. I'll link or I'll show a picture of the one we did before that I really like. It was really, really cute. It was the sea themed one and had some good stuff in it. It only started to get hard really towards the end where they have some pattern stuff. 3-year-old doesn't really quite understand that yet. Doing a new one. They get a coin. We do a few pages. I would do like 6 pages, but they want to keep going, right? So we end up doing a bunch of pages and then they get a coin. Once they get enough coins, they get to get a plushie or a little toy. We add a coin every time. So their last thing was 18 coins, and now they have to get 19 coins to get a toy. 6-year-old is up to like 39 coins or something. These cute little like fantasy coins that partner found on Amazon. Yeah, we've been doing that for a really long time. 6-year-old is off having spring break like the kids in public school, so yeah. I was about to say, okay, the kids are having dinner, baby's in the jumperoo, I can record. This is why I don't do these anymore. There's so much Play-Doh. I try to record and then partner comes in and he wants to know what I'm doing. Why is the door shut? And then I just hear little feet running. So someone's about to freak out that the door's shut and I'm in their room. Having some dinner. Delicious pesto pasta and asparagus. Just roasted asparagus with... Wait, is the camera there? Where's the camera? I haven't used my phone to film myself like this in a while. Anyway, yeah, pesto pasta, roasted asparagus with just salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder. Oh, asparagus, so good. It's just the best vegetable. I wish it were cheaper and available year-round. And the pasta, the Protein Plus, love that stuff. I thought Kroger didn't sell it anymore, but then I found it. It was like on the bottom shelf behind like a stand of stuff they just put right in front of it. So really happy they still sell that. and the pesto, the kale vegan pesto, whatever it is, from Trader Joe's, a container of that with some just blended up cashew cream, right? Cashew and water. I think I added some more salt. Oh, and some Violife Parmesan cheese. And so good. And with the asparagus, oh man. That's why I hate recipe stuff, like blogs, YouTube videos, and anything else, because it has to be appetizing to the eye first, right? And like this doesn't look particularly yummy. Like it's just all green. You need some bread in there, some tomato or bell pepper or something. But it would make it less yummy, honestly. Like it's perfect. It's perfect the way it is. It's just very green. Delicious. Just recording while I eat. Ooh, it's a lot of glare. I think I'll just... Oh god. It is not the same day, of course. But I got a couple things recorded. I'm pretty proud of myself. Oh, lunch. Had a rice and bean bowl with avocado and some crumbles. My kid keeps walking by. The simple truth. Crumbles, they were on sale. And some peppers, hot sauce. Yeah, I think I have a video. It's like very simple, basic beans and rice kind of thing, but very delicious. I think the secret is the ancho chili powder. That's so much more delicious to me than like chili powder. I don't know. My hair is like cute today. Can I ruin it? How can I ruin it? And the hair loss is like, you know, it's not great. You can really see it, right? I have my hair parted farther than usual, but it's coming in. I've got little baby hairs there. Oh, I had some Campari tomatoes with that too. I don't know what it is about those. Those were also on sale. They're so good. Something about that flavor. At some point I had some celery and peanut butter because my kids wanted celery and peanut butter. I made a manse on a log, and then I was like, I need that though. And so I ate the rest of the celery with just, I don't even know how much peanut butter is that. Baby weight, schmaby weight. And a bowl of cereal, bowl of Life cereal. I like the original better than the cinnamon now. Don't know why. With the silk unsweetened, and some leftover Halloween candy. The stuff that no one really cares about. The Twizzlers. I don't really care about either, but it's sugar. And yeah, that should be it. All right, gonna go take the kids outside. The last sunny day we're gonna have here for a long time, so gonna enjoy it. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you have a good Christmas. This is definitely the last video before Christmas. Last video, I mean, like for the rest of this year. I will not have another video until probably several days after the start of 2023. Enjoy Christmas, Hanukkah, did that already happen? Kwanzaa, into the New Year celebrations, all that kind of stuff. Have a good end of the year, and I'll see you soon. Oh, and thank you to patrons, of course. Thank you so much to my patrons for supporting the channel, for years now. Thank you. One more thank you. I asked for video suggestions, just what y'all want for 2023 or don't want for 2023. I asked both on YouTube and also on Patreon, and have received so many responses, so many on Patreon alone, and then just a billion on YouTube. And just thank you so much to everyone who took the time to respond, because it wasn't like a poll or something that was easy to just click yes or no or whatever. I was asking for comments, and I received way more than I thought I would. A lot of them very in-depth, and yeah, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to do that. Some of my favorite videos, the best videos I think I've made, have come from suggestions from you guys, so thank you.